Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your favorite intern queen. I feel like we're just filming these videos at home in the same place and I need to switch up our background here. But you know what? You guys don't care. You just want the information. So I'm just going to give it to you. Okay. So today I want to talk about turning the internship into a job, right? How to use that internship to get that first job. So here's what you're going to do. Number one, I would say at the halfway point of that internship, you are going to have an evaluation with your employer. And if they don't have one set for you, I want you guys to ask for it, because at that halfway point, it's a great opportunity. You can even do this after 2 or 3 weeks, just as a gut check-in sort of thing. But you want to ask them how you're doing, because you want to get the feedback. If they say you're doing awful, probably not the best time to ask for a job, right? But assuming they're not going to say that, assuming they're going to say, oh, you're doing great, here's 2 pieces of feedback that could help you, I want you to say to them, well, that's so helpful. I just want you to know that I'm really enjoying this and I'm graduating in May and I would love to turn this into a job opportunity or at least be on your radar for future hiring opportunities. Do you have any advice for me? Like, is there anyone I should talk to? Is there anyone I should meet with to get a sense of what might be open in May so I can make sure everyone's thinking of me, right? So I want you to make sure that you're having that conversation with your internship supervisor sooner rather than later, because a lot of people have that on the last day of their internship. And at that point, like, in a way, it feels like the ship has sailed, right? Like, now you're going to be on the outside trying to get back on the inside. And I think that's always harder. It's always a little bit easier to stay in once you're already in than trying to get back in once you've already been out. Again, that's not to say that it can't happen. Just trying to give you my advice, the easiest way to do this. So I think that's the first step, is making sure that you have that conversation. The second step, and this sounds like common sense, but I promise everybody makes this mistake, is that if the company gives you feedback, you have to take the feedback, right? You have to process the feedback. You have to hear the feedback. You have to think about the feedback, and you have to make a change. I meet so many people who tell me that their company has given them feedback, and then I say, great, have you implemented the feedback? And they're like, no, not yet. I'm not doing that really. I don't get it. You have to take feedback and constructive criticism seriously. Of course, there might be feedback that you don't agree with, but assuming you agree with it, then let's make the change, right? Because that's definitely going to help you show the company that not only can you accept criticism and make the most of it, but that you're really serious and passionate about the position. My second piece of advice is just to network internally as much as you can. You want to make sure that everyone knows your name, right? And that's a great goal. How do I make sure that everyone knows my name? Usually it's just by helping people. People love help. Everyone is way too busy these days. So just by helping people and just by checking in and being supportive, and even virtually you can do this. On Slack, you have access to people that otherwise you might not have access to. So definitely go out of your way to introduce yourself to people and just be helpful and really let your personality speak for itself and shine through. I already know you're great. I already know, but you have to make sure that they know, right? So you're going to check in with your supervisor. You're going to consider their feedback and really try to implement that feedback as a learning into your day-to-day. Then you're going to network with everybody at that company internally as much as possible. The next thing is that if the company has any sort of networking events coming up, anything that they need volunteers for, anything that they have going on, you're going to show up. Because trust me, that matters. When you're an executive and you're doing an after-hours event, you absolutely know who's showing up for you. You know who's showing up for you. You know who has to be there, and you know who doesn't have to be there but is there anyways. And I'm telling you, that is really, really impressive. So again, you're going to find opportunities to go above and beyond and show the company that you mean business. And my next step is just to make sure that you follow up. You're going to have this conversation at the 2-week point or the halfway point of your internship. You're going to say that you want a job there. But I challenge you to try to get some concrete steps for yourself, meaning, can you talk to someone in HR? Can you look at the job listings that are open and actually apply for those jobs? Can you meet some of the people that are hiring for those specific jobs so that they're thinking of you, right? Like, how can you take this, I want a job, which is this broad statement, and actually take concrete, valuable steps to get a job? So that's some food for thought. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below, and sign up for the notifications. Bye, guys.